On. At 5 today, we told you about guns making their way into Fayette County Public Schools. Through an open records request, WKYT received reports of 16 on school grounds.
In some cases, students pass guns through metal detectors unnoticed. Tonight, WKYT's Samantha Valentino investigates the effectiveness of metal detectors in the Fayette County Public Schools.
Student safety is a nationwide concern, only growing post-pandemic.
Post-pandemic, gun issues on and around school campuses were up by about 300%. So it unfortunately has become something normal that we don't want to be normal.
Mo Kennedy is the executive director of the National Association of School Resource Officers. He says with this rise, there have been conversations about adding metal detectors to schools across the country. In 2018, FCPS announced its 10-point safety plan. It was what they called a $13.5 million school security plan funded through a 5-cent property tax increase. The plan included installing metal detectors in all of the district's middle and high schools. The district's high schools have since been equipped with metal detectors, but none of the middle schools currently have them. We asked the district what was behind the 6-year delay. We received a statement reading in part, quote, "Our district-wide advisory council is still in the process of reviewing options for our middle schools." Kennedy says when it comes to keeping guns and other weapons out of schools, there is no one answer.
You can't say, we're going to put metal detectors in and that'll keep weapons out. Metal detectors are one layer of that process. Only one layer. And if you're going to use them, you've got to use them consistently and in the right way.
In March, WKYT reported on an incident where district officials say a gun made it through metal detectors at Lafayette High School. At the time, we spoke with a Lafayette teacher who asked to remain anonymous. They told us students say the security ambassadors responsible for conducting bag checks at the metal detectors don't always check bags thoroughly.
There are guns in this building every single day, guns and knives, and what they do is they put them in their groin, and then if the metal detector goes off and they get wanded, then they pull their phone out of their pocket and show the phone and say, oh, it's my phone, setting off the metal detector.
So if guns are still getting in, we want to know, how's that happening? Are we failing with the metal detectors, or are we not doing the other things? Are we not creating that culture and climate where we don't leave perimeter doors unsecured during the day?
Records obtained by WKYT show that in some cases, metal detectors and school security ambassadors have proven to be effective in finding guns. In February of 2023, a gun was found during a regular search of a student's backpack here at Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. In November of the same year, also at Dunbar, a student set off the metal detectors. His bag was searched and a loaded gun was found inside. Kennedy stresses the importance of creating a culture where everyone watches for potential threats, such as a door being left propped open or a student with a weapon.
Taking the opportunity to educate students and again, create that culture and climate that says, hey, somebody has a gun at school. I got to tell a trusted adult about this.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Now, we asked the superintendent about his plans for metal detectors. Dr. Liggins came to Kentucky 3 years after the district implemented the 10-point safety plan. Our request to talk with him on camera was denied. Instead, the district sent us a series of statements, and to read them in their entirety and to watch our full coverage of weapons in Fayette County schools, you can head to the story on WKYT.com or our WKYT News app and click on the Investigates tab.